Hello YouTube, this is VidHead85 and I want to talk a little bit about the Pennsylvania federal judge who decided to uphold the Voter ID Act. Simply, the state of Pennsylvania did not advance any of its arguments for passing the bill, but simply stated that they have the right, and the legislature has the right, to govern election law. The problem is a state does not have the right to disenfranchise voters. Now, simply, there are many people, one person I know who actually does have the documents, who lives in Pennsylvania, but I wonder about other people who may have moved to Pennsylvania, who may have their documents in different states and may have difficulty getting those documents to prove who they are to get the voter ID card. That is another issue. Another issue is transgender voters. Some voters may have some documentation in their birth gender, and others may have their documentation in their chosen gender. So because of that inconsistency, they can be denied a voter ID card and denied the ability to vote. Simply, the fact that the judge did not look at any of the reasons for passing the bill into law, I would say that is definitely a form of judicial negligence. When scrutinizing a law, they must take it not only on the arguments presented to it, but the merits of the full case, as well as the reasons that were advanced for the bill's passage. That is integral to the scrutiny of a bill being passed. Just like Proposition 8, if they were to simply have looked at what Proposition 8 did and say that the people have an interest in legislating issues that are important to them, they should also, if the Ninth Circuit Court upheld it saying this, but not looking at what the intent of the bill was, then I would charge the Ninth Circuit Court with being judicially negligent. So this federal judge, whoever he be, also the one judge in Hawaii who said who upheld the marriage discrimination bill, I would also say that that both of those did not look at the reason for passing the law, and that is necessary when a bill is being scrutinized and looked at and being charged as unconstitutional. So those are my thoughts on both of them. I was mainly here to speak about the Pennsylvania case, but I had to mention the whole Hawaii case simply because of the fact that was another case in which I do not believe the judge looked at the reason for passing the bill, or the reason for passing the constitutional amendment that did not exactly bar marriage between gay and lesbian people, but said that the legislature could do such, was to basically discriminate against gay and lesbian couples. And it was with no good reason. Many people say, well, protecting children is a good reason. Well, the problem is, what about those children already in same-sex that have two dads or two moms? What about protecting them and their legal rights? What about their access to health care? What about the financial burdens that are placed on their parents, so that the income inequity, because they cannot get legally married, and the burden is so great that sometimes they may have to take welfare benefits. They may have to, they may be living in poverty because of a scale that has been placed on them that significantly burdens their individual right, which also affects all other aspects of their life. So with the voter ID law, also I believe the same thing happens there. Simply, like I said, I had said that if you really want to protect the integrity of elections, you will also make it illegal for anyone to knowingly mislead a voter. Now, also another part with voter ID is sometimes poll workers see the problem is usually there is no education to poll workers, to voters, simply because all they want to do is fly this under the radar. The problem with that is simply this: some poll workers may unknowingly turn away voters because they don't know any better. Now, I've heard of this happening. It has not happened to me, but there have been news stories covering this, that people have been turned away from voting because of something that was untrue, and the poll worker, sometimes they may have known it, sometimes they may not have. But but before, in conclusion, I will say that if you really want to talk about protecting the integrity of elections, you will not disenfranchise voters. And if you want to talk remedy the whole dead people voting part, then you should purge the rolls of all deceased individuals. And you should be able to get that from the Social Security Administration, as well as the vital statistics in your county. So, have a great day, YouTube, Facebook, and follow me on Twitter. I'm at Terry Purdue. Thank you. Have a great day.